Hey, my name is Star. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to follow me on my social media. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. How's it going, guys? My name is Star, and today I will be talking about trends you need to watch out for. And this video is mainly for parents, not so much for kids. But I'll tell you guys certain trends you need to watch out for, especially if your child is vulnerable to following dangerous instructions, basically. Rather, like, if your child has like a disability or mental illness, please watch this. Or if your child is under the age of, I would say, 16, please watch this, so that way parents will know what to look out for and what to look out for when your child is browsing the web. So yeah, I will tell you guys what your child needs to watch out for with this recent trend that has came back. It came back after like a couple months. Like a couple months ago it came back a little bit, but it wasn't very popular, and a lot of people already knew, like, oh, it's not trying anything new, so we're not gonna acknowledge it because everyone pretty much knows to avoid it. But now they're trying to change it, and it's not for the better, it's for the worse. And this trend has already been very dangerous to begin with, so I will be talking about it. So, what trend is so dangerous that I have to make a video about it so that I could warn my younger viewers and their parents? No one under the age of 12 should watch my videos, by the way. If you're under 12 years old, then you shouldn't watch my videos, because not all of them are kid friendly, just saying. My nose is itchy. But basically, what trend am I talking about and very worried about? Mainly, not so much for myself, but more so for younger kids on the internet. Well, it's the Blue Whale Challenge. It came back and it's in full force. Yay! No, not really. It's absolutely horrible. Yeah, it's just horrible, man. But I will be educating y'all on what to look out for. And, like, if your child tells you about stuff that's going on, and if they don't, encourage your child to talk to you about this stuff. So, yeah, let's get down to business. Oh, so the Blue Whale Challenge, what is it? Well, so the Blue Whale Challenge started on, I think it was either Twitter or Instagram. I don't remember which one. But it started on one of those platforms first, back in 2016. Now, I will not be giving a graphic description of basically, like, on like every day of like each task you're supposed to do, because it's so graphic that I don't think YouTube would be happy with me if I described it. But basically, it's a game of some sorts. Basically, how you get invited to play a game is that there are 3 different ways I've heard of people getting invited to play the game. The first way is that you get a random text message or DM or email with a random link attached to it that usually says Popcorn Carnival or something like that, like some weird sounding name. Don't click the link, because then you would be forced to play the game, because if the people, like the hackers who started this, they say that if you don't play the game, they'll leak all of your information and steal your identity. So I wouldn't risk clicking on any funky links, which I have gotten links before, and obviously I didn't click them because I've heard of shit like this going down. So nah. Definitely not clicking on any funky looking links like Popcorn Carnival. No, don't click on it. It sounds innocent. It sounds like something cute, but it's not cute at all. Trust me, don't click on it. So that's one of the more common ways. You just get a random link in your DMs. The second common way is somebody will ask you through DMs or text message or through the comment sections of forums or social media. They'll ask you, do you want to play a game? Don't engage with those comments. That's a bad idea. Because you never know the intentions of that person, you know? Luckily, I did not get any comments like that. Nobody I know has gotten any comments like that, thankfully. But if you see a comment like that, don't engage, report, and block them. So, yeah. And the third most common way is that they'll just straight up give you instructions, which is not very common. And again, same thing as before, block and report them. And that's all you can really do about it. Oh yeah, and also warn your friends, warn your family, warn your cousins. Warn your pet cat if you have to. Actually, I'm just joking about the pet cat part, but seriously, warn anybody you know about it. I've already warned a bunch of people I know about it, so yeah. Bug bit me, and now my arm is itchy. Well, I felt something bite me, I don't know. But yeah, watch out for any DMs or any text messages that you get that you don't know the number of. And if you think you could trust the person, you can't. You don't trust anybody on the internet because there are some crazy people out there, you know? There's some straight up insane people. Yeah, some crazy people. But I will be showing you guys, well, not showing you guys, but I'll tell you guys about the next thing is basically what it is. I already told you the origin and how the people seek you out to play the game and what kind of people they are. They're basically hackers from what I understand. I don't really know any more than that other than they're hackers and they might do any terrible thing to you that you might think that you will pretty much imagine. They'd probably more than likely do that, so now let's move on to the next thing. So, let me give you guys a little rundown, a little longer rundown of what it is. It's a suicide game, normally targeting kids, not so much adults. So if you're an adult, you don't have to worry as much about it, but if you live with somebody who's younger or you know people who are younger, please protect them with all you can. Make sure that they don't click on any funky DMs or anything like that. The Blue Whale game originated in Russia. There are these group of hackers. By the way, what is up with Russia starting weird shit? Anyway, it started in Russia with these group of hackers who basically, I guess in a way, are serial killers. In my opinion, they are. It's just they do it digitally rather than just going up to them in real life. It started in Russia, and also one of the very first reported deaths happened in Russia to this 14-year-old schoolgirl. She went to a school and one day people noticed that she was acting weird and stuff, and then a couple of days later she ended up dying by, of course, committing suicide, basically. Yeah, And the authorities found out about the Blue Whale Challenge. And then it got national attention. Like, I'm not even kidding. It literally got on the news several times. I remember actually seeing it on the news. I think me and my mom saw it on the news once. And I was pretty shocked, thinking, like, who would do such a thing, you know? Like, what the hell is wrong with people? uh, and then it's stopped. Like, it randomly stopped one day. And, like, everybody thought, like, oh, it would be okay. But then it came back in 2018. And it got a little bit worse and more graphic, to say the least. Thankfully, again, I did not get any weird links or anything like that, because I am careful with who I give out my information to, obviously. If I get a bad vibe from the person, I don't give out my information to them. But it came back in 2018. Again, the second time it was more severe. And it actually went on multiple news stations, and it was mentioned on the radio. It was mentioned everywhere again. Like, a bunch of people were warning kids, like, hey, don't do this, don't try to seek it out. If you get any funky links, block them. If they, like, ask you to play a game, block them, you know what. And there was actually at one point a couple of teachers at my school actually warned a couple people about it, because there were some people that are more vulnerable than other people. And I was one of the more vulnerable ones, even though surprisingly I wasn't targeted, which is kind of weird. That, like, yeah, people less vulnerable than me got targeted more than someone like me, which is kind of weird, but okay. But I'm not saying it won't happen to people like me. It probably has happened to somebody who's like me. But yeah. It got national attention. A TV show called The Doctors, they talked about it. And this mom lost her daughter to it, and, like, she kind of felt like it was her fault for not knowing, which any adults watching this who find out that their kid is participating in something like this, know that it's not your fault. It just happens by chance, you know? And kids do really questionable things sometimes, like click on crap they shouldn't. So please don't blame yourself for it. It's really not your fault. Although there are things you could do to prevent it, there's nothing you can do to completely stop it. But there are things you could tell your kid, or at least try to get your kid to do. But, you know, sometimes kids just don't listen, you know? But yeah, it ended up on the news and stuff. And yeah. How long does the game last? 50 days. 50 days. That's like halfway to 100 days. The tasks start off pretty innocent, such as watching a scary movie or video at 3 a.m. in the morning, to going to scary places. But then the tasks start getting slowly more dangerous, such as don't sleep for a week, don't, like, limit the amount of sleep you have to, like, only 1 or 2 hours or something like that. So, like, the second half of the game is, like, sleep deprivation, basically. And you also have to, like, answer Skype calls or Discord calls or anything like that from strangers, and they'll, like, send you links to scary videos. I don't know if the videos are, like, just scripted or if they're actually real life incidences. I don't really know. Any survivors of that challenge, comment down below any information I need to know, because that could really help a lot. And the challenge progresses to, like, from watching scary movies and videos all night, every night for like a couple weeks, to sleep deprivation for a couple weeks. The reason why they do the sleep deprivation part, I have a theory about this. This is just my opinion. I think the reason why they do the sleep deprivation is because, like, the human brain, like, if it's really, really, like, tired enough, it's willing to do anything that someone else tells you to do. And the human brain will not think of the consequences as much as, say, for somebody who at least gets 5 or more hours of sleep, like me. For example, like, yeah, I might be tired, but my brain is able to be like, okay, this is what I should do and this is what I should not do, you know? And these are the consequences of these actions. But for a person with very severe sleep deprivation, they're not going to be able to think anything through. They'll just do it, you know? Because, like, they're just so tired and they're so out of it. And that they are basically, in a way, dying at that point from sleep deprivation. Like, it may not seem painful, but it is a very slow death by sleep deprivation. It's just not noticeable. And then the third half of the game is basically the tasks get more dangerous, such as standing on a roof or standing like near the edge of roofs or bridges and stuff like that. Then the self-harm comes in, and then by the 50th day, game over, basically. So yeah, what's the moral of the story, kids? Don't click on funky links on the internet, don't do dangerous challenges, and make sure to keep other people safe around you. Not just yourself, but also other people as well. So I just wanted to make this video to spread more awareness, because some of my friends are a bit younger than me. I am 18, but don't worry, I was friends with them before I even became an adult, so I don't know if that's fine or not, to be honest, but like, I don't know. But yeah, stay safe, y'all. Make sure to protect anybody who's younger than you or has a hard time understanding things, or like somebody who has a severe mental disability. Watch out for them as well, because they might be more susceptible to it, pretty much. So yeah, watch out for that challenge. My name is Star, and I'm out. Later.
Don't know why I said the things I said to you. Caught up in the moment, I was ignorant. I thought I had to make you see things from my side. Laying down my pride, I need